when my property was inspected, we had this phone conversation. We had this conversation on the phone. Does the county and your department get the inspection warrants required by Camaro versus the City of San Francisco, which is a United States Supreme Court ruling that says the county and cities and municipalities can't do blanket inspections without inspection warrants, and because it violates the Fourth Amendment to the federal Constitution against illegal searches and seizures. And Florida statute 933.20 inspection warrants requires you to get inspection warrants before you perform an inspection. Do you get those, before you inspect a property, do you get the homeowner's consent, or do you go get an inspection warrant?
We're not required to get an inspection warrant because we have right of entry under the statute. No, we don't go get a warrant before we do an inspection.
Bear with me, Mr. Magister, just
go ahead.
One second. Florida statute 386.0065, paragraph 6, enforcement, right of entry, citations, says as used in this paragraph, the term premises, which the legal definition under Black's Law Dictionary is the land and the buildings thereon, does not include a residence or private building. To gain entrance to a resident or private building, the department must obtain permission from the owner or occupant or secure an inspection warrant from a court of competent jurisdiction. So what Mr. Addington just said is that he's got the right of entry is perjury.
Well,
I object.
He's not testifying to facts.
It's not into a building.
No, it's his interpretation of a statute is not perjury. I mean, so let's move on.
Wow. If there were, based upon that statement, if there were a procedure for me to ask you to recuse yourself, I would. But under Chapter 162, there's no procedure, because now I have no faith, hope, or confidence that you're going to give me a fair and impartial decision.
You're going to get a fair trial, but you need to proceed. If you have a fact question for the witness, ask him. We'll get into argument.
No, I asked him what gave him the right to enter my property without an inspection warrant, without my consent. And he said he's got the right under the statute to do it. And I just read you the statute that says he does not have the right
You
to
can
do it.
ask him about his inspection if you want, but don't ask him about what the statute does or doesn't do. If you have a question about his inspection, ask him.
Okay, how's this? Mr. Addington, do your inspectors ever obtain prior consent before they inspect?
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
Not for me.
Okay. Did you ask me, do we ever do it? The answer
Okay.
is yes.
On a regular basis, do you do that?
No.
Why not?
Because under our reading of the statute, we don't have to.
Well, why don't you tell me how the inspection took place? Were you there at the house?
No, I was not. I was not. I came home and the notice was on the door that we were here and inspected.
So what are you saying? That while you were gone, your house is locked, the inspector snuck in?
While I was gone, the inspector came and entered my premises and performed an inspection without my consent or a warrant, an inspection warrant.
Okay. Were you personally there? Did you see this?
He left his little notice on my doorknob saying I was here to inspect today.
Okay.
And that's admitted as part of the record.
All right.
Okay.
So noted. All right.
Okay? That's pretty much it. I have no further questions.
Okay. Can I have any further testimony?
No, sir.
Okay.